What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be discussing what, in my opinion, is the best premium hotel credit card in the game, and honestly, isn't talked about enough. That card is the Chase Ritz-Carlton Credit Card. So first, I'm going to discuss the card itself, such as the different benefits and credits that comes with it. Then I'm going to compare the Ritz-Carlton card with the other Marriott premium card, which is the Bonvoy Brilliant on the American Express side, as well as the other American Express card, which is the Hilton Honors American Express Aspire card. Lastly, I'll go over why this card fits my setup so perfectly and why I think it is the best premium hotel credit card in the game. So, the Ritz-Carlton card. What makes this card so special? Well, to start, it does have two credits that very easily offset that annual fee. So, the annual fee comes in at a hefty $450 per year. However, the first credit that comes with this card is the $300 annual travel credit. This is an airline incidental fee credit, so this includes things like baggage fees, seat assignments, even lounge passes or seat upgrades also count. However, there is one difference with this travel credit compared to others, in that this travel credit isn't automatically applied. What I mean by that is you actually have to call or message Chase themselves and let them know that you would like to use this credit to get a reimbursement on your statement for a travel expense on the card. So the downside to that is it technically is an additional step that you have to do to get reimbursed for that travel credit. However, that means that a human will be doing it and it's not automated, so there can be some workarounds for some other travel expenses that might count towards this travel credit. For example, there have been some data points where people have used this for cheap airline fees, for example. Say you booked a flight on Southwest or even a cheaper one like Frontier for maybe $59, and you just call up Chase, let them know that this is actually a travel expense, and typically they won't really ask any questions and they'll just give you the reimbursement. Because of that, I do think that we can value this $300 travel credit at its full face value of $300. And so right off the bat, you're getting $300 off that $450 annual fee, which is a $150 difference. The next main credit that comes with the Ritz-Carlton card is the $85K annual free night award. This award can be used to book any Marriott Bonvoy property that's valued at 85,000 points per night or less. And of course, Marriott Bonvoy does have the top off program, so you can use your own 15,000 points to increase the 85K award to 100,000 points. This award can really bring in some value towards the Ritz-Carlton card, as you can find some 85K nights across the world that can be upwards towards $1,000, if not more. So even if you use it for a basic hotel, which I wouldn't recommend, but if you do, and let's say you use it for maybe $300 to $400, say it's $300, the annual fee difference was already down to $150. You now get a $300 hotel. You're now net positive $150. But of course, that can be valued much higher if you stay at like a Ritz-Carlton, the St. Regis around the world that is valued, say, to $800 to $1,000. You're now really elevating this card. As you can see, just from those two credits, this card has completely offset the annual fee and you're really gaining some value from it. So all the other benefits and credits on this card are just an extra perk. And that includes 15 Elite Night credits added to your Bonvoy account every single calendar year. You also get automatic Gold Elite status. You get 3 upgrades to the Ritz-Carlton clubs each year. You also get a $100 statement for global entry or TSA PreCheck every 4 years. And then lastly, another one of the big credits is the airport lounge access. The Ritz-Carlton comes with a Priority Pass Select membership, and this one is a little bit different compared to many of the other ones out there, as you actually do receive restaurant and spa access. If you use those restaurants that partner with Priority Pass at select airports, then you really can get some bang for your buck here, as you can get about $30 per person per meal. Then, not only do you get Priority Pass, but you also get access to the Chase Sapphire lounges. I have noticed some confusion throughout the community that some people do and don't believe that you get Sapphire Lounge access, but you can clearly see on Chase's website, the Ritz-Carlton card does come with Chase Sapphire Lounge access, except for the Terrace in Austin. And not only that, but you also get unlimited guests. That's right, the Sapphire Reserve doesn't even get that perk. And not only that, but this is basically a cheaper version of the Reserve, which we'll get into a bit later. Lastly, you do have the point multipliers, which it's nothing too crazy compared to any of the other Marriott cards. You get 6x points for every dollar spent at Marriott Bonvoy hotels. You get 3x points for every dollar spent on dining, airfare, and car rentals. And lastly, 2x points for every dollar spent on all other purchases. Another thing that kind of makes this a mini Sapphire Reserve is actually the insurance protections that comes with this card. It has the exact same insurance benefits that the Reserve has, including baggage delay, trip delay, primary car rental insurance, you name it. And speaking of the Reserve, a lot of people do compare this card with the Sapphire Reserve because they both do come with a $300 travel credit. However, the Reserve is a bit more broad and easier to use. They both have those same insurances. They both have the phenomenal Priority Pass Select membership that also includes restaurants and spas. But the difference here is that the Ritz-Carlton comes with an 85K free night award and a few other specific Marriott benefits that the Reserve does not come with. And of course, the Reserve is an extra $100 compared to the Ritz-Carlton. But unlike the Sapphire Reserve, where anyone can openly apply for that card, you actually cannot publicly apply for the Ritz-Carlton credit card. To get this card, you first have to apply for one of the other Chase Marriott Bonvoy cards, which includes the Bold or the Boundless. Then, not only that, but you need to have a 10K credit limit, as the Ritz-Carlton is a Visa Infinite card, because then the next step is to wait 12 months so that you can product change from one of those Bonvoy cards to the Ritz-Carlton credit card. So it definitely is a process to get the card, and you do have to wait a full year, but I definitely think it's worth it. And because of that product change method, you actually do not receive a sign-up bonus with this card. Going into more of some comparisons, let's go ahead and compare this card to some of the other counterparts, such as the Amex Bonvoy Brilliant, as well as the Amex Hilton Aspire. The first one being the American Express version, which is the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. This card is a bit more expensive with a whopping $650 annual fee, but it does come with a sign-up bonus. This sign-up bonus is 95,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending 6,000 in purchases in the first 6 months of opening the account. It has very similar multipliers as the Ritz-Carlton card. It does come with its own set of credits and benefits to help offset that very large annual fee. This includes its own $300 statement credit, but this one is for dining. This is a $25 monthly credit for any and all dining purchases. And also, instead of 15 Elite Night credits, this card comes with 25 Elite Night credits. And of course, it does come with its own 85K annual free night award, which is the exact same one the Ritz-Carlton comes with, so you can get plenty of value from that award every single year. But now, one of the bigger differences with this card is it actually comes with Marriott Bonvoy Platinum Elite status instead of Gold Elite status. The main difference with those statuses is with Platinum, you are more likely to get a room upgrade, and not only that, but at many of the properties you will get free breakfast included. It does also come with a global entry or TSA pre-check credit, and it also does come with Priority Pass. However, it does not include restaurants or spa services like the Ritz-Carlton does. So the two premium Marriott credit cards do have their similarities, but also have their differences, so it really depends on the person. Now, let's jump over to the Hilton side and compare it to the Hilton Aspire card. This card's annual fee sits right in the middle of the two at $550. And like the Brilliant card, it does come with a sign-up bonus. This sign-up bonus is 180 Hilton Honors bonus points after spending 6,000 in purchases on the Hilton card. Now, I will say Hilton points are worth a bit less than Marriott points, but they also try to help make up for it not only with the sign-up bonus, but with those multipliers. The Aspire comes with 14x points on Hilton Honors properties, 7x points on flights booked directly with airlines or through American Express Travel, 7x points on select car rentals, as well as dining in the United States, and then 3x points on everything else. And of course, this card comes with its own set of credits and benefits to help offset that annual fee. This includes a $400 annual statement credit on eligible Hilton resort spending, but that is split semi-annually, so $200 semi-annually rather than $400 for the year. It comes with a $200 annual flight credit. However, this one is also split up, but this one is split up quarterly, $50 each quarter. It also has a $100 statement credit to use at either Waldorf Astoria or Conrad properties. And as a bonus, it does cover the Clear Plus membership, which is $189 per year. But most importantly, just like the other credit cards, this does come with an annual free night certificate. This can be used at almost any Hilton property, so just like the others, you can really get some great value from this credit. And then similarly to the Bonvoy Brilliant card, this does come with Hilton's highest status, the Diamond Elite status. So as you can see, all three of these premium hotel cards are very good cards, and it really just depends on the person and their strategy. So why do I personally choose the Ritz-Carlton card over the Bonvoy Brilliant or the Hilton Aspire? Well, as we all know, credit card strategies can change on the daily, and currently for me, my strategy is to keep the annual fees somewhat on the lower side as I don't really want to prepay too much because I'm concerned I would be spending too much money up front and then eventually spending too much money in the long run on things I potentially wouldn't be spending otherwise. Not only that, but the Ritz-Carlton does have the lowest annual fee out of the three cards, and so it's much easier to justify that card up front, but also with the credits provided later. Valuing that $300 airline incidental credit at $300 brings the annual fee down to $150, and so at that point, all I have to do to offset that fee is stay at a property that's worth $150 or more using that 85K free night award. So, no matter the situation or where I'm traveling to, I can likely offset that annual fee with a $150 hotel stay. Of course, the goal is to use that 85K free night award at one of those higher end destinations, such as a Ritz-Carlton, a St. Regis, that sort of thing, and really get the most bang for your buck. But it's nice knowing that worst case scenario, if I need to stay somewhere, I can, and still I can get value from the Ritz-Carlton credit card. I say that because the Bonvoy Brilliant does have the $300 dining credit that only brings the annual fee down to $350. So now at that point, I need to stay at a hotel that's at least $350 to offset that annual fee. The Brilliant does come with platinum status, but I honestly don't stay at enough hotels to really make a difference with that status. I would love to have it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to spend more money on another credit card if I don't need it. Using that same mindset, that's why I didn't gravitate towards the Hilton Aspire card. The card does have plenty of benefits, but now that you have to use those credits either quarterly or semi-annually, it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to justify because there's no guarantee I'm going to be staying or flying every single quarter or semi-annually. So I like the idea of using the Ritz-Carlton card because it's so straightforward. Everything is annually rather than monthly, quarterly, or semi-annually. And not only that, but it does have the lowest annual fee out of all three of those credit cards. And then the cherry on top is I actually was considering upgrading to the Chase Sapphire Reserve as I currently have the preferred, but because the Ritz-Carlton is basically a mini reserve, I'm just going to get this card instead. It comes with those same insurances, and something I was really looking forward to was the Chase Sapphire Lounge coming here in Phoenix. That was one of the reasons I was potentially going to upgrade to the Sapphire Reserve, but now that I can use the Ritz-Carlton card and actually get more guests in compared to the Reserve, and even get free authorized users for family members, I would rather just get the Ritz-Carlton card. So for me personally, I like the idea of spending less money, getting similar benefits to the Reserve and other hotel credit cards, and at the same time getting plenty of value from the card, easily doubling, if not tripling, the value of the annual fee. So that's where I come to the conclusion that, in my opinion, the Ritz-Carlton credit card is the best hotel credit card in the game. So, do you guys agree with me? Let me know what your guys' favorite premium hotel credit card is down below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. But otherwise, that's all I got, and I'll see you guys in the next one.